So this is going to be my last video talking about the Ableton Push 3. I'm lying. Until I start seeing some beats, I'm going to keep talking about it because I still haven't really heard no beats. Not yet. Bolo! All right, before we get started, let's give a huge shout out to Analog Cases. And I'm gonna tell you why. This case right here has this inside of it, the MPK Mini Plus. And you guys know there are very few cases that can hold this MPK Mini Plus because it's a little bit thicker from top to bottom. And inside of this case, there's a compartment where you can keep all your cords and stuff inside of here as well. So yeah, go ahead and click that link in the description and go to the Analog Cases website, but click that link in the description right there, go to their website and get you some cases so you can protect your gear. Also, if you need some equipment, hardware, audio interfaces, microphones, or whatever, go ahead and click my link in the description and go to zounds.com. But click my link in the description, that way you'll be able to save and you'll be able to pick up a whole bunch of items that have no credit or background check required. So it's not everything on the site, but it's a lot of stuff on the site that requires no credit or background check. You can go ahead and order it, they'll ship it to you, and you can just pay it off over time. So go ahead and click that link in the description and go to zounds.com right now. All right, so here we go again about the Ableton Push 3. And I got one question for some of you guys who have ordered it. Have you got it yet? Let me know if you got it yet, because there's still a lot of people still waiting on them. Typically when you order something, you know, it may take a couple weeks or whatever, but 2 months? Woo, that's a long time for me, man. That's a long time for me. But some of you guys are willing to wait that long for this Ableton Push. I don't know if I can do that, but some of you guys can actually do it. I don't know. But for the ones who do have the Ableton Push, and for some of you guys who actually make beats on like YouTube or make beats on IG or, you know, maybe on Twitch or whatever, where's the beats at? Now, some of you guys have came back and told me that this thing is really made for electronic musicians and they're made for like people who are doing like DJ sets and stuff like that. I get it. Now, I've actually seen Ableton in use when my guy was actually on tour with the artist, and the artist DJ was actually using Ableton to do the whole DJ set, which I thought that was actually very cool. However, it didn't make me want to jump on the Ableton train like that until the Ableton Push 3 came out, especially the standalone edition. Now, we all know they have 2 editions of the Ableton Push 3. They have the standalone edition, and then they have the edition that hooks up to the computer, the tethered edition. Now, the crazy part is I actually had a video that I made, which I am going to be using some of those parts in this video, but I actually talked to somebody from Ableton. And you know who you are? Shout out to you for having that conversation, because I learned a few things that's going on with the Ableton Push 3. Now, it does not mean that I'm not going to talk my shit about it, but there's a few things that I can give a little insight to. And is it going to make me like jump ship? No, of course not. But it does have me a little interested. Okay, it's been a couple months now, and I'm really waiting on to see all of these beats that are going to be made on the Ableton Push 3. Shout out to Accurate Beats. I seen your beats on there. Shout out to you. You did your thing on it. Shout out to Jay Black. Of course, I went to his house. I made a beat on it. He made a ton of beats on it. Shout out to him. I'm waiting on a few more people to go ahead and make some of these crazy beats on the Ableton Push 3, whether it being the standalone edition or being the tethered or the one hooked up to the computer edition. Either one would be cool. That's really gonna let me know if this is supposed to be the MPC replacer, because that's the only thing I heard. Oh man, this is gonna replace the MPC, this is gonna do this is gonna do that. And I ain't heard none yet. And to tell you the truth, there's actually somebody who was online that used the Ableton Push 3, made videos on it, and then they put it on the shelf. They were like, I'm not gonna be making beats on it for a while. They just feel like making beats on that MPC is actually better than making beats on the Ableton Push 3 is. It was something that they were curious about. They got it early and they just felt like it wasn't a part of their workflow. I can't remember the guy's name. He's on IG. Really dope producer too. He was on IG. He got one early and he just said, as of right now, he's not gonna be using it for a little minute. Yeah, it's kind of scary a little bit. So you guys think about that. However, when I did use it, it was kind of fun because it was something new to me. It was something that I was learning. It didn't take me long to kind of get it. And then plus I had Jay Black right there kind of showing me everything, and it was cool. However, I still just don't know about it. But I can say this. Throughout all the conversations I've had about it and me even using it, I did do something. I actually went out and I downloaded the 90-day trial of Ableton. Oh yeah, I did it. I went out and I downloaded the 90-day trial. However, I have not installed it yet, but I will install it, and I will actually go on live on here pretty soon. So you Ableton guys, since you guys are saying that Ableton is so good, you Ableton guys can actually show me how to use the program live right here on the tube, which I think will be very interesting, right? Because that way I can struggle and you guys can show me how to get past my struggles live with Ableton. So that'll be coming out real soon. And I hope you guys can really kind of show me around there, because y'all guys know I'm really not into Ableton like that. I know Master Timbaland is on Ableton. You can hear his beats on it. They sound great, but you know, that's Timbaland. You know what I'm saying? That's Timbaland. But I'm trying to get like that too. Okay, so I'm gonna need you guys' help. Now, another thing that I did learn with having a conversation over there with the certain person from Ableton, I did learn that there is going to be some upgrade kits coming out for the Ableton Push 3. This was interesting, okay? Because what they were saying was, instead of them making a new machine every year or every other year, they would rather you be able to just upgrade the machine that you have, which is actually very smart. Because instead of having an Ableton Push 3, and then next year you have Ableton Push 4, and then in 2 years after that you have Ableton Push 5, and then you might have just bought the Ableton Push 4, and then the Ableton Push 5 comes out a month later. Instead of doing that, they're gonna make it to where you can just upgrade the unit when you feel like upgrading it. The hell was that? Oh, that's my AC unit outside. Dang, that was loud. Hold on. Oh, had to get that straightened out. That thing was kind of loud though. What was I saying? The upgrade. Yeah. I almost had a 43-year-old mental fart just now. I think I'm getting a little old now. Now, what is interesting about these upgrade kits is if you have the Push 3, not the standalone, but the one that's just connects to the computer, you can actually upgrade that Push to a standalone Push 3 by using the upgraded kits. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's actually kind of dope. Now, the only thing about it is the regular Push 3s, not the standalones, those go for $1,000. We all know that the standalone Push 3 is $2,000. But to upgrade the Push that is not standalone, it's gonna cost you around about $1,050. So a little over $1,000. So you're actually gonna pay more in total if you wanna upgrade the non-standalone Push 3 to make it a standalone Push 3, which I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. Please, Ableton, please make that make sense to me. I don't get it. I can see it maybe being around maybe $500-600 or something like that, but to pay another $1,000 plus to do that, like, I don't know. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you don't get the full software. You only get the light version. So you still got to pay for that too. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I got to keep it 1,000. And then also, for what I'm hearing is you're going to be able to upgrade your Ableton Push 3 standalone unit as well to whatever you want to add into it, like maybe a bigger hard drive, maybe a better processor. I don't really know, but you're going to be able to upgrade that as well. Who knows how much that's going to cost. Now, for all of you guys who are thinking that just because I talked to Ableton, I'm supposed to be getting a Push 3, that ain't happening because they don't have none. You know what I'm saying? They're all in production right now. It's backed up. And what I can say is they are looking out for their consumers. They're making sure their consumers get their stuff first before they give it to us influencers like that. And I can respect that. I can really respect that. And I hope you guys who did order it, get it soon. Now, if you're trying to order it right now, as of July 2nd, 2023, you might not see yours until like September, okay? And even if I did try to get one right now, I won't get it till like September. So in the time being, I'll just go ahead and try to learn the software first. And then if I can get my hands on one, I will, and I'll try to make a beat on it. Okay, or I'll just try to find somebody who has an Ableton Push 3 around here, and I'll just use theirs into the time being or something like that. But I am kind of curious about it. I do want to learn more about it. But I'm still waiting to hear all of these fantastic beats that are supposed to be made with, you know, the new MPC unit takeover thingy thing. So let's see, let's find out. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this. I'm gonna try to have as many conversations as I can with them over there at Ableton. And I'm gonna try to learn the software. Yay. So I hope this video was informative. Hope you guys learned something from it. Like I always say, peace out.